Hello, great souls. Welcome to our Yoga for Everybody, Chair Yoga Flow. Let's take a moment to center ourselves to begin our practice. So coming into a comfortable seat with the body relaxed and the back lifted and lengthened, you might imagine that you're kind of reaching up through the crown of your head. And sometimes when I do that, I literally can feel my body lift up, the torso in particular, lift up a bit. And then I just relax the shoulders down from the ears. The palms are turned upward on the thighs. The belly is relaxed for the breath, so the diaphragm can move more freely. Take some deep, full breaths in and out. Bring awareness to your feet, so you can be on the balls of your feet or have your feet flat on the floor or up on a cushion if that's more comfortable for your body. Tune into the quality of inner stability, inner strength, seated vajrasana, the firm pose. We lift the inward gaze up toward the forehead. And rather than trying to look up, the eyes are out and up. So as if you were looking out to a distant mountain peak. And that way there's no strain here. Don't want to have strain in the eyes or strain in the forehead trying to look up. The gaze is lifted, just slightly. And that draws energy to the forehead and to the point between the eyebrows, the Sixth Chakra. Yogananda called this the doorway to infinity. Just imagine within yourself an inner doorway, opening and providing access to your own highest understanding, highest truth. A few moments of stillness. In stillness, I touch my inner strength. In stillness, I touch my inner strength. See if you can sense that quality of vajrasana, firm and steady, still and strong. In stillness, I touch my inner strength. Bringing the palms together to the heart center, honoring this inner stillness, this inner strength, the presence of divine light within you, within all beings. We begin with Namaste. Namaste. Okay, great souls. So let's practice seated full yogic breath flow. This is Durga Pranayam 2. I've repositioned myself on my chair. It's a little easier if I'm closer to the front of the chair, but you want to make sure that when you lean forward, the back of the chair won't lift up for you. So I often play with the position a little bit to feel like, oh, I can come forward, but I won't make my seat unstable. So Durga Pranayam 2, this is a practice of moving the flow of prana and life force. It's also a warming for the body, a nice way to come into the body with our awareness. So with your hands, you imagine the hands are magnets, and in yoga it's understood that the hands are magnetic. We draw energy up through the body, inhaling, Expand the arms wide. The back is in a slight arch. And then we exhale. The hands magnetically draw the energy, move the prana and life force down through the body, surrender, and release. The chin is tucked close to the chest as you come up. Expand back. And you continue to flow at your own pace in a rhythm that feels just right for you. Exhaling as you come down and surrender. Inhaling as you come up. And if you need to take extra breaths, if you need more breaths going down or up, then one is fine. You want to feel a sense of relaxation and ease, harmony, and balance. And also notice how the body, the spine, arms and legs are feeling. Eyes can be open or closed. Very nice. The next time that you come up, no sense of rushing here. We'll expand and exhale, arms down to the side. Very nice. So we'll extend the left. I'm going to reposition my seat again. We'll extend. Let me see the best way to practice this. Okay, foot on the floor rather than on the heel. I'm going to draw my left knee in. These are just different ways of stretching the body. And release. And then I'm going to extend left leg out. Lengthen the spine. Inhale, slide the hands down the leg and just come forward as far as is comfortable. And I like to begin with a fairly neutral spine, so not dropping my head right away. And then I keep leading with the heart center, coming forward, increasing the stretch, and really letting my body guide me. Deep breaths. And then at a certain point, I will slide down, release head and neck. So the spine, the weight of my torso is stretching the back a bit more. I've let go of the head. And then inhale up, come back to neutral, and pause for a moment. And just notice in your body any changes that you feel. It's surprising how very little bit of movement and stretching already shifts the tension in the body and the flow of the energy in the body. So now we'll go to the other side. Again, I just reposition my seat to be as stable. Oh, actually, we're going to pull knee in first. So this can open up the hip area. It's just a different way to stretch the muscles. And if it's difficult to get down to the floor, this can be a nice way of doing this. This is nice to do on the floor as well if you're lying on your back. And it feels a little different when you practice it in that way, but it's still nice to do in the chair. And then release. Extend the right leg. Make sure you feel stable in your seat. Inhale through the crown of the head and exhale, come forward. Take your time. So part of what we practice, we find what feels like a natural limit and then back off a little bit. I'm so practiced in it, I automatically do that, but I want to mention it. And what we're practicing through relaxation is the body then releasing. So then the body releases. I'm not pushing to go further. The muscles just begin to relax. Swami Kriyananda said that the backs of our legs, the tension there, is the quality of worry and anxiety. So gently stretching this area, relieving that tension, helps to relieve those qualities within us. The affirmation is, I am safe, I am sound. All good things come to me. They bring me peace. So if it's comfortable and safe, you can then round the spine, drop the head and neck. Take some deep, full breaths in and out. And inhale, come back to center. This is Pashimotanasana, a seated forward bend modification. So pause for a moment, notice how the legs feel, if you sense more prana and life force, energy within them. A little more space and freedom, mentally affirming, I am safe, I am sound. All good things come to me. They bring me peace. Very good. So let's stretch. We'll move up from here into the hip area. We'll bring the left foot up, cross the left ankle over the right thigh. And you can sit on something higher to make this a little bit less of a stretch if that's feeling like too much of a stretch for your hip. And then again, you just position yourself so you feel stable. You can stay right here without any more movement, or as the body relaxes, if you feel to, you can come forward incrementally. The further forward you come, the more it will open that area, the muscles around the hip joint, and you just want to make sure you're not overstretching, right? So breathing through relaxation, the palms can start like this and then turn upward. Guide the energy here by lifting the inward gaze. Eyes can be open or closed. Nice, deep, full, relaxed breaths. The affirmation is, I rise above all thought of past and future into the eternal now. I rise above all thought of past and future into the eternal now. As the body relaxes and the muscles relax, if you feel to round the spine, to come forward a bit more, you're free to do that. To come out of the pose, we inhale back to neutral, uncross the legs. Pause with palms turned upward. Taking a moment to bring awareness to the body, the breath, the inner flow of energy. It's a nice time to repeat the affirmation, I rise above all thought of past and future into the eternal now. Vajrasana, the royal pigeon pose. Very nice. I'm going to turn to the side to show you the side angle. Sometimes it's nice to be able to see all the different angles of the pose. So you can see I'm away from the back of the chair. If you needed support, you could do that. It would be okay. The more often we can sit away from the chair, it helps to strengthen those back muscles. So throughout the day, if you generally sit against the chair, you might just come away from it for a little while, even a minute, 30 seconds. Just over time, the back will get strong, those muscles will strengthen, and it's very helpful for our posture and our overall health. So now we take the right ankle, cross that over the left thigh, position the left foot in such a way that you feel stable. So neutral spine, which means not rounded. Lifting and lengthening through the crown of the head. Palms can be together at the calf. It's really focusing. You'll feel the stretch in different areas, but primarily it opens up the muscles here. Relax the breath as you breathe. And tune into this quality of eternity, the presence of being fully in the moment, that experience. I rise above all thought of past and future into the eternal now. Dive deeply, come forward as you feel to. At any point, if you want to round the spine, and that's safe and comfortable for you, you're free to do that. And we'll inhale back to neutral, palms turned upward. Pause for a moment. I rise above all thought of past and future into the eternal now. Very nice. So from here, let's begin to move up from the legs and the hips. We'll move up through the back, coming into a seated backward bend. This is Ustrasana, the camel pose. So I position myself, again, I'm pretty far forward in my seat. These are nice, heavy chairs, so they don't lift easily, and that's a good thing for stability in your seat. With Ustrasana, the hands can be about halfway back or all the way back. And the further back you go, the more arch there is in the spine. So we lift and lengthen, and then I'll reach forward with my chest, and that will create even more of an arch. It becomes much more dramatic. And then I just very slightly lift the head up. I haven't released it all the way back. I'm just lifting it up slightly. And this allows me to look up gently, breathing deeply. And as I'm moving away from the chair, reaching through the heart in an uplifted way, it really helps to gently increase the stretch, and it creates a quality of dynamic energy in the body. Breathing deeply. So there's some resistance there as I reach through the heart center. And we visualize ourselves flooded, bathed in divine healing light, and consciously affirming the presence of this light and welcoming it into every cell of the body. The affirmation is, with calm faith, I open to thy light. With calm faith, I open to thy light. When you're ready to come out of the pose, relax the spine, the arms, the palms come turned upward. See if you can feel an awakening of energy, of freedom from tension in the arms, in the torso, the back. Take some deep breaths. Notice if the lungs are able to move a little more freely. Anything you're aware of. Guide the awareness to the point between the eyebrows, the forehead. With calm faith, I open to thy light. Very nice. Okay, so from here, we'll come up into standing, and we'll use the chair for downward facing dog. So we'll use the seat of the chair for Adho Mukha Svanasana. And the easiest way I find to practice this, there are two options. So I will say you can practice from the back of the chair. You won't come as far forward, which is fine. That takes the most pressure off the shoulders. So if you have any shoulder injury, you might want to start with the back of the chair. The seat It takes a lot of pressure off the shoulders, but not all the pressure. So you have to decide for yourself. So to come into the pose, I place my hands on the chair first, and I walk the feet back. And I keep moving back slowly, incrementally, until I can feel a really nice stretch on the back of the legs that extends through the back. And then I lower, I kind of bring my head down so my ears are in alignment with my upper arms. And breathe deeply. And this is quite similar in position to downward dog when practiced on the floor. So if you're familiar with that, as you come into the pose, position your body until it feels the same. And if you're not familiar, now you are as you practice. Feel the whole body engaged. It awakens energy. It frees tension in the whole body and guides the energy up to the throat chakra, the fifth chakra. The qualities of calm expansiveness. The affirmation is calmness radiates from every fiber of my being. Calmness radiates from every fiber of my being. When you're ready to come out, you'll walk towards the chair. Bring yourself up into standing in Tadasana, standing mountain pose. Just pause there. See if you can tune into a quality of stability in your stance. You can always have the chair nearby, the back of the chair for support as you need. Calmness radiates from every fiber of my being. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Okay, so from here we'll practice Vivekadevi, the tree pose, and I'm going to show you a way to practice with, I put a bolster here because the height of my legs with the seat, it's too low for me, so I need a higher stance, but you may not need that. So what I'm going to do is stand on my left leg and bring the right leg up. And then the hands come to the heart. Or if you like, you can inhale and bring them above you. So they're like a diamond shape above the head. And at any time, you can bring the hands back down to the heart if you feel to. The gaze of the eyes relaxed and gently lifted. Another way to find the eye position is if you imagine you're looking out to the horizon, and then you just lift the eye slightly. So Vivekadevi, the tree pose, also cultivates the quality of calmness and stability, composure. The affirmation is, I am calm, I am poised. So as you stand, you tune into those qualities within yourself to be calm and composed. Belly relaxed. I am calm, I am poised. We inhale up, stretch the spine, exhale, arms down. Bring the feet down, come to Tadasana and notice the body. Any shifts, any changes. And consciously, as we were practicing with Durga Pranayam 2, that first movement of full yogic breath, you're drawing the energy consciously up. Now, sometimes you could use your hands again, just to help that awakened energy rise. You could place your finger here just for a moment gently. You can also bring it to the back of the skull, there's a little indentation there. And place one finger there and the other finger here. And we're helping guide the prana. Okay, now other side. So I'm just going to move it to this chair. Let me bring this a little closer. So now we're standing on the right leg, and you can use the chair for support. We bring the leg over, find what feels right for you. It's an opening of the hip area here. And then once you feel stable, hands at the heart, you can bring the hands right above you. It's a little easier on the shoulders to do it that way, or out to the side. So if it's okay for your shoulders, try that. It feels a little different. Lift the gaze of the eyes. If you feel very stable in your stance, you could close the eyes. Closing the eyes affects our balance, so just make sure it's okay. Breath relaxed. Calm composure. I am calm. I am poised. I am calm. I am poised. When you're ready to come out, inhale up, exhale, arms down. Come back to Tadasana. And pause for a moment. And I just rose up on my feet. So you just find what helps you come into a stance of inner stability. We started in seated vajrasana, the firm pose, and this is standing mountain, which is also a pose of grounded inner stability. See if you can sense that as you stand. Integrating all of the practice we've done today, these different affirmations, movements of energy within you, states of consciousness, nurtured. I am calm. I am poised. I rise above all thought of past and future into the eternal now. Calmness radiates from every fiber of my being. I am safe. I am sound. All good things come to me. They bring me peace. With calm faith I open to thy light. With calm faith I open to thy light. Another deep, full breath, in and out. Very nice. We'll bring the hands to the heart, center. We'll close our practice today standing. We often close seated, but we'll close standing. And what we'll do in our practice of yoga, part of what we do is practice the quality of expansion. So we're sending out consciously whatever blessings we've received in our practice. So feel yourself as this channel of divine prana, divine light, divine energy. Rub the hands together, those magnetic hands. Visualize yourself drawing the energy, the light and blessings into them. Then we'll raise them together and send out these blessings with 3 ohms to all. Om. Om.